Ho ho ho, Mega Christmas, ladies and
For the
gentlemen.
love of God.
Welcome back to the next
I
MegaCast.
still object!
Shut up, Kratos.
Oh my god, Kratos. Well, okay, we're going with this one, so... it's been a
happy.
Hmm?
I think he's happy about that.
Yeah, he probably
I don't know.
is. Welcome. So, it's been a full year since the last MegaCast, gentlemen.
Yeah, that's how a yearly podcast works.
I'm a gentleman?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
That's actually a very good question. When did that happen, Kratos?
Please, God, kill me now.
So, a year has passed, and a year's worth of topics have also, not really passed, but they've come into existence or something.
I mean, if only we would do this thing earlier in the year, then we'd probably have more things to talk about that are relevant.
But it's always Christmas. Always.
It always is. Just ask Kamek Advance. He knows what it's about.
I don't think that's what Mega meant.
He knows that's not what I meant, but he said it anyway.
Yeah, that's how Kratos is.
Yeah. So anyway, the first topic that we have for our little discussion here is the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, might as well make this strictly regimented.
Mm-hmm.
The Reginator!
Oh, God.
What?
It sounded like you were making a Reggie joke.
No, I said regimented.
Yeah, regimented. Regimented.
No, do you know what a regiment is?
No.
Of course not.
It still sounds like you're trying to make a pun on Reggie
Well, I
for
wasn't.
some
I
reason.
don't make puns.
I hate
pun
puns.
intended.
I hate puns so much.
Do you?
I hate Kratos.
But, yeah, what do you guys, are you guys excited for the Switch, or...
I'm excited for the console, not excited for the company.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I remember seeing a YouTube channel. What did they say? Nintendo. I love Nintendo as a video game company, or like a video game developer. But as a company, haven't really been a big fan of them recently.
Was that Haydox?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of sums it up perfectly. They make good games. They're a crap company.
Pretty much. Yeah, but I'm actually pretty excited about that. I have.
It's a Nintendo console. You know that the first-party games are going to be like well made.
Yeah, I'm actually saving up quite a bit of money, so I'm pretty much going to get that as soon as it comes out. Unlike the Wii U.
You said you were eventually going to get a Wii U too, and never did.
No, but I actually have like a specific like Switch reserve fund save right now.
Yeah, so do I. It's called $100 worth of GameStop gift cards.
You gonna get Smash?
Yeah, I guess you could do that. I'm probably gonna get it off of Amazon. Me?
Kratos.
Oh, okay.
I know you're most likely gonna get it.
I was like, I thought you were talking about him, for Pete's sake.
Well, I mean, I know Mega's gonna
course
get
I'd
it.
get it.
He didn't get it on the Wii U, so like he's got some catching up to do.
I would
Yeah,
just get
pretty
it just
much.
because.
Frickin' apparently, like, I don't know if it's true, but there's a rumor that whenever it's in handheld mode, it only uses 40% of the GPU.
Yeah, I heard about that, and I also heard like it's like what, like the battery hour is like 4 hours or something like that.
I mean, the gamepad is similar to that. I mean, I only use it plugged in, though.
I mean, my laptop battery is like 2.5 hours, so that's better than my laptop.
I think, like, my laptop started out at 2 hours, and then it dropped down to about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what it was for me, but I had to get like a new battery. I got a new battery about a month or two ago, so.
How do I turn off auto audio leveling in Audacity?
I don't know.
It just keeps going down.
Should have figured that out about a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I tried to. I couldn't find anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it happens.
Oh, dude, I can turn on a wah-wah effect.
Yeah, the whoa,
wow effect.
Okay.
Yes, that was a thing.
I wanted to see how that looked when
I just wanted to
put
fit
it
in.
through audio-ness.
Yeah. Man. So, Kratos, what are your opinions
interesting.
on the Switch?
I don't know. I'm worried about controller options because there's this portability.
I mean, they showed 15
what, does everyone have to own a Switch now to play the game with me?
Well, they have those separate controllers though.
Yeah, they showed off like 15 different control methods for it.
That's what worries me. I don't want 15,000 control methods.
Why? Why not?
I want there to be one control method, so that way I only have to buy like 4 controllers or whatever, and then I'm just done with this.
But they give you basically 3 controllers right out of the bat. Oh, whatever.
What are you freaking talking about? You just talking about the gamepad? The gamepad is not 3 controllers; it's 1 controller. It's just 3 different. It's 3 options.
The 2 things on the side are both different controllers.
Yeah.
Plus, there's the Pro controller and the dog controller.
Yeah.
The 2 things on the side are 2 separate controllers.
Yeah.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm talking about, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not understanding what you're talking about either.
It comes with at least 2 controllers right out the box.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Really? Huh.
Yeah, because there's like
Joy-Con. The 2 Joy-Con Switch things on the sides of the controller are 2 separate controllers if you take them off, so you could play multiplayer with those.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then there's the dog controller, as he called it, because it looks like a dog face.
It looks like a dog face. That's just another Switch. That's just another like Joy-Con dock controller thing.
Dog face.
There's also the Pro controller, which is like a normal controller.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So there's these.
Oh, I know. Never mind.
But basically, all this translates to no one needs a second Twitch in order for you to play. There are plenty of controller options available.
It sounded like you said a second Twitch.
Yeah, second Twitch doesn't subscribe to my Twitch channel, which I don't have.
But yeah,
I have a Twitch channel, but I don't stream, so there you go.
I thought it was funny, like, yeah, it took you like a year and a half to get a Twitch account, but, I think it was funny that in the reveal trailer for the Switch, they were showing, like, Splatoon as a competitive game, like, anybody plays it like a competitive game.
Well, people did when it first came out, I think.
They didn't play it like a competitive game, like, they had it at a big arena.
Yeah. And then they showed off Skyrim.
Yeah, I think it was funny that they showed off Skyrim whenever, like, Bethesda came out after and said there's no freaking plans for it to be there yet.
Yeah, that was a little interesting. It was just a proof of concept, but I think didn't Bethesda say afterwards that they were thinking of porting it over to the
Switch? They were thinking of, but I think it's funny that like they advertised it as being a thing whenever it's not necessarily a thing.
Yeah, I thought that was a little weird.
That wouldn't make any sense.
It's a bit underhanded, really.
Yeah, all sorts of video game companies have been doing that these days.
What do you think
That's
that
what
new
happens
Mario
when
game
it's
is?
Nintendo. The third parties always back down.
Well, I mean, I heard that the Switch is the most, like, the easiest console for them to develop, of the 3 to develop on.
Really?
I don't
That's
know.
what I heard.
Because, I mean, with that whole 40% drop thing, they're going to have to work around that somehow. So that means nothing's going to take full advantage of the system's capabilities, and anything that does is just not going to be able to go into handheld mode. It's going to die as soon as you do it.
Well, not necessarily. Like, all it would do is drop the frame rate if it's a graphically intensive game. But all you would have to do to get around that is whenever you switch it into portable mode, just half the frame rate. Like, it's a sucky thing to do, but that would be an easy option.
And also, just think about this, like, with your computer games, right? Like, sure, like, even the most advanced games have, like, lower graphic options, right?
Yeah.
So that's not really that big of an issue, I think.
I mean, they did something similar with the Wii U whenever you would play something like Hyrule Warriors and splits, like, in multiplayer. Whenever you would turn on multiplayer, the game would drop to 30 FPS.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's because that was 2 different screens. Multiplayer. It's not. It wasn't single player. Like,
yeah, what? You're not. But like, are you not understanding that's a similar thing they could do? They had to do something like that because of the decreased power.
Well, it's not a multiplayer issue. It's talking about just playing portable versus on the home.
It's still like the same concept, though.
Yeah, I'm saying
no,
like,
it's not.
All they would have to do. Shut up, I'm talking. All they would have to do is change the frame rate or lower the graphical settings whenever you go into handheld mode, and there you go. Now it'll run better.
So how are they going to lower the graphics of 720p 30 FPS then?
What games do you know of that are 720p 30
Like a graphically intense game that's in 720 30.
If that's like those two things don't go together.
Yeah,
if it's in 720 on a 1080 console, it's already not necessarily a graphical powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Especially running at 30.
Wasn't Xenoblade Chronicles X a 720 30 game?
I don't know. I didn't play it, and I don't ever plan to.
That was a good game.
Plus, don't forget about
sunk too many hours into it.
I don't like mechs, and I don't like Xenoblade Combat.
Yeah, I think last time you talked about how much you didn't like it. Did we talk about Xenoblade Chronicles X last time?
Probably. I think I might have been playing it right after we were done with this. Like, my goodness, where'd the time go? I feel like I just finished it and then started Fire Emblem Fates, and then suddenly, okay. I'm still playing Fire Emblem Fates!
Yeah,
Why?
I mean, I finished Fates, like, a year ago at this point.
I'm 60 hours into my Conquest playthrough right now.
Yeah, X came out December 5th, or this December 4th of last year.
Yeah, I believe we did talk about that for a wee bit.
There you go. There's your proof, and there's your pudding.
Nobody was denying it.
I know you weren't, but there's your proof, and there's your pudding. Now eat it!
Is there any way to, like mute him for the rest of this?
Technically, I could
just file.
I could just but I'm editing it, so I could just cut out your audio file from here on out.
No.
Delete it. But then we'd sound insane, like we're talking to imaginary friends.
I was about to say it'd sound like we're talking to a ghost or something.
No, not a ghost, just an idiot.
Yeah. Neither of which
I am
brains,
a ghost
so,
already, you know?
No, shut up. What do you think that new Mario game is?
Oh yeah, that one.
Do you think it was just a tech demo? Do you think it's gonna be a new series, or do you think it's gonna be like people are saying like Mario Galaxy 3?
Personally, I'd like a Sunshine 2, but that's just me.
It didn't really look like Sunshine though. Like, he didn't have the thing, he didn't have the pack, and that's a pretty big part of Sunshine.
Yeah, I know. But, I don't know. What I'm hoping is, I liked 3D World, and I like the new Super Mario Bros. Games, but I feel like it's time to go...
I liked the new Super Mario games, too. Like, the first two, and then they kept making the same game. New Super Mario Brothers is the same game over and over again. That is the perfect example of Nintendo just pushing out the same game over and over again. Not like people would make the same argument about Nintendo has been making the same game over and over again, and just with a few new power-ups. But they were saying that they were comparing Mario 64 to Mario Galaxy. Those games are very different. But
yeah.
Every new Super Mario Brothers game is the same game, just with one new power-up.
Pretty much. So what I want them to do is take a risk, like they did with Sunshine or Galaxy, something new.
Oh yeah, Nintendo doesn't know how to do that anymore.
Yeah.
They ruined that. Anything that had any sense of originality is basically gone with Nintendo. Luigi's Mansion was a great original idea. It was unique. It was I loved it. And then they, of course, had to sequelize it. If ever there was a first-party Nintendo game that didn't need a sequel, it's Luigi's Mansion.
Probably, yeah.
So are you trying to say that Breath of the Wild isn't going to be original at all?
I'm hoping that it is, but it doesn't look like my kind of game, so I don't know.
I feel like I'll like Breath of the Wild quite a bit. I'm not quite sure if
I'm definitely gonna play it, but I don't know.
I've seen very little of the gameplay and trailer, so I can't say a lot, but what little I have seen, it looks like it's going to be completely different from anything that's been seen in the Zelda series.
No, probably not. But they're touting it as basically a 3D version of the original Zelda.
And I can see it, but it also seems.
The thing I don't like about the Breath of the Wild footage that I've seen is that it doesn't look. It looks like a Western RPG, and I don't like Western RPGs. Like, it looks like Zelda Witcher Edition.
Oh, I haven't really played very much of The Witcher, but I like The Witcher. I don't mind Western RPGs. At all.
I don't like Western RPGs. Like, the Western RPG I've put the most time in is probably Skyrim, and I don't particularly like Skyrim.
I love Skyrim.
I love anything Elder Scrolls related.
I put like 30 into it, just like looking for something fun.
Yeah, it does.
That's a lot of time.
Well, I liked it though.
I beat Sticker Star. I have a lot of patience for things I don't like.
Yeah, some of us do.
It's like I want to like something, but I'm trying. I'm really looking for something that I like, but I can't find it.
Yeah, well, it's not everyone's cup of tea, so it is what it is.
I mean, like I said, I'm still gonna get it. Probably gonna get the Wii U version, not the Switch version. But I don't know. Impress me.
Oh, like I'm looking forward. One thing I thought was interesting though is like our little companion is voice acted in this one.
I mean, I don't mind that.
I don't mind it either. I just thought it was interesting.
I doubt anything else is going to be, but
no, I don't think so. Because like when you talk to that one guy that was like near the fireplace right outside of where you first leave, he wasn't voiced.
Yeah. They might have like a couple of voice-acted cutscenes toward the end or like at pivotal moments, but I think that's probably the best way to give Zelda voice acting. Like, not fully voiced. Zelda doesn't need to be fully voiced.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was the best compromise. I talked about that before, I believe, in Mega Breaks with It'll Do Volume 2. But anyway, random.
Probably also talked about it in other podcasts.
Probably.
Yeah, we did. I believe last year that was a thing, like talking about Zelda voice. It was one of the MegaCasts we talked about, like.
I would assume it was the second one because we were probably talking about the upcoming Zelda game.
Possibly.
Right. Probably.
I mean, we've only done this 3 times, so the second time was twice as long as the first.
Yeah.
Let's not make this one twice as long as the last one.
No.
5 hours.
Yeah, 5 hours.
I want to go to sleep. If we make this 5 hours, I'm going to have to leave the house by the time that we are done with this. No.
There's an odd place to pause. Like, if we make this 5 hours, I'm going to have to leave the house.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the connection there, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, I gotta go somewhere at like 5 o'clock, so I want to at least get some kind of nap in by the end of this.
Oh.
So it's like 4 hours from now. I'm just saying that right now.
You need to fix your sleep schedule.
Dude, I had to record a video, I had to edit it together, put it together, and then edit it on YouTube, and then make it go live, and then I stayed up another hour to wait for you guys.
For Christ's sake.
But you don't really do like a whole lot of editing though with your videos, so
well, I had to render it out, and that takes me some time.
Then sleep while you're rendering.
The process. No, I've tried doing that before.
No, that would only make too much sense.
I do that
sleep
sometimes.
Through my alarm, and then it comes out like 7 hours late, and like no.
Anyway,
that's too bad.
Anyway, our next topic of debate, if you will, debate. No, it's not really a debate.
Yeah,
but
this is debate
debating.
Yeah, we're debating everything.
Why do I feel like that joke's been used before?
It might have been. I don't know.
Who knows?
It sounds familiar to me.
But the downfall of the Wii U.
The downfall of the Wii U, what?
Mm-hmm. Like, why people don't like the Wii U. Or, like, what Nintendo did wrong with it.
I love the Wii U, though.
Yeah,
it never fell, it just wasn't appreciated.
It never fell, it was never good to people.
Yeah. Like, because, like, first of all, like, I'm sure you guys have heard this a bunch of times, but their marketing was terrible, and a lot of people thought it was just an upgrade to the Wii.
Or, like, they thought it was an add-on, like the 32X or something.
Yeah.
I still hear people saying that, too. Like, people at my work, or I tell them about the Wii U, and I have to explain it to them. It's like, it's just a new console. It's not a Wii, it's a new thing. So it's like, come on,
it's
people, get it together.
I love that.
It's true, though. It's like, people really do think like that. It's like, why?
Yeah, they absolutely could have advertised it better.
Yeah, because, like, when
the average consumer is an idiot. That's something you have to remember.
Honestly, when I first saw the
research...
The average consumer is ignorant whenever it comes to things that they don't, like, they aren't experts in.
Yeah.
You need to remember that.
Because, like, honestly, when I first saw the reveal for the Wii U on, like, E3 2011 or so, I thought it was an upgrade to the Wii until I checked the comment section. People were saying it was a complete... I thought it was just an upgrade to the Wii until I saw the comments.
I thought it was an upgrade to the Wii. Just, like, whenever they revealed it and they showed off, like, the giant tablet controller, I knew it was a new console.
Because, like, in the reveal trailer, they used, like, Wii Sports or whatever.
They used a bunch of tech demos.
It was an HD Wii Sports.
And New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, so New Super Mario Bros. Was a Wii game, so I was like, oh, it's just like a expansion to the Wii. That's what I thought.
But they showed off, like, freaking, like, Mii heads on the Mario characters, so that should have been a giveaway.
Yeah, I guess so.
That wasn't a thing in New Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, it was in New Super Mario Brothers U. Not in New Super Mario Brothers Wii.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't remember too well.
Yeah, and it had a decent first-party lineup, but of course its third-party lineup was not very good.
It's Nintendo. They always have a decent first-party lineup.
Yeah.
I bought I bought a lot of third-party games at launch, and so a few of them were good, like Zombie U, but Ubisoft wasn't satisfied by having one of the top-selling games on Wii U, so they're like, okay, Wii U sucks, we're gonna get off of this now.
To be fair, like, a lot of people thought that game was rather generic and slow.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Like, early reviews for the game were pretty decent, but as time went on, people realized how mediocre it was.
Yeah. I remember watching a playthrough by Seamus of it a long time. It was kind of like, it kind of reminded me of, like, Dead Island, actually, but, like...
I saw a little bit of Seamus's playthrough.
Yeah. It was like Dead Island, but slower. Like a really slow Dead Island.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the joke about the game is the best thing.
Only 2 third-party games sold 1 million copies.
I was in the middle of a sentence, but thank you.
Yeah, what were you saying?
I thought I started before you started.
No, I was halfway through my sentence.
It's that Skype lag, man.
Yeah, I love that Skype lag.
But, like, the biggest joke about that game is the best way to beat it is to use the starting cricket bat, knock somebody on the ground, then hit him in the head.
Yeah, that's how you win.
Kind of was, honestly, but it was still fun.
Up until you get Molotovs, then you've won the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, those games aren't my cup of tea, so I can't really talk about that.
Well, I don't play that genre at all, so, I mean, what do I know?
Yeah,
I still thought it was a good game, even if I don't play the genre.
Yeah, it's the whole zombie thing. Oh, I would have, had you asked me that 6 months ago, I'd have said that the whole, I guess 7 months ago, the whole zombie thing would have died out. But no, there's that, I saw on Sony's E3 conference, there was that zombie game that they were having, or whatever.
The generic zombie game number 5012, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
It wasn't it was another third-person shooter. Like, everyone immediately thought it was Last of Us until they saw a little bit more of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then Dead Rising 4.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This Resident Evil isn't really going to be like zombies, though, I don't think.
Really?
Which is kind of ironic, considering every Resident Evil game has been about zombies.
Well, they haven't really been zombies since 3, though.
Well, I mean, in some capacity. 4, like, they were still, like, parasitic zombies. Like, they were basically dead people, like Parasect or something.
Yeah.
They were being controlled
so 5 and
by
6
the
weren't
Plaga.
Zombies? I thought, what the heck was I fighting in 6 then?
5 was also the Plaga virus thing. It was parasitic zombies, just like 4. And 5 did have zombies. Like, Leon's campaign had zombies, and the rest of them were bioorganic weapons.
Yeah, because in 6 they introduced, I believe, the C virus is what they called it. It was like basically like enhanced version of the T virus. So they were like legit zombies. But this one, I mean, it's been several months since Resident Evil 7 was announced. So I'm not really like, I've made peace with the game. I'm not quite as mad with.
It's been 6 months since Resident Evil was announced, and a collective meh fell over the entire games industry.
Yeah, like, because like when it was first introduced, I was kind of mad, and then I saw I saw like a demo for it. I watched like Alpha Mega Send do a play through the demo, and I was still kind of mad, but I've made peace with it. I mean,
I'm not gonna play it.
I haven't even seen the trailer for it.
I don't think I have anything.
It's a first-person shooter, basically.
Yeah. And it's like one of those you know, hide in the closet games that were super popular.
Alien Isolation.
Yeah. And Amnesia, which popularized it like 5 years ago.
Yeah. If Resident Evil is one thing, it's slow to jump on the bandwagon.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Except with Resident Evil 4.
For you.
Except with Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 pretty much made the third-person over-the-shoulder view shooter popular.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because even like the original,
I would know.
The original 3 Resident Evil games, like that, they basically use like the perfect dark, the perfect dark formula. Original.
Perfect dark.
Or not perfect dark. What am I thinking
Dark
of?
is that GoldenEye clone.
No, not Perfect Dark. What am I thinking of? That one game.
Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, Alone in the Dark. Yeah.
Two very different games.
I always get those two mixed up for some reason.
I thought you really did mean Perfect Dark.
No, not Perfect. Alone in the Dark, yeah. The original. Played just like those tank controls and everything.
The tank control, fixed camera, like item collection.
And then Capcom also had like a game that was just like that, but like it was like dinosaurs. Or not, was it dinosaurs? Yeah, dinosaurs. What was it called?
I have no idea.
It was like
I thought you were talking about Eternal Darkness at first, but
it was like let me see, dinosaur Capcom game.
Anytime I think of a dinosaur game, I think of Turok.
Yeah, I think of that, or I think of like that, like
I think of Star Fox Adventures.
That was a fun game.
Like
I Star Fox. I love Star Fox Adventure. It's a freaking Zelda Star Fox game made by Rare.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
I mean, it's built on the Ocarina of Time engine.
It bored the heck out of me.
Yep.
Dino Crisis, that's what it's called.
Living heck out of me.
I've heard of Dino Crisis. I don't think I've ever seen it played.
Yeah, it was developed by Capcom's Resident Evil series team, and it's kind of like the classic Resident Evil games, but with dinosaurs.
To be fair, so was Devil May Cry, so that's not really.
You know what I mean.
I don't.
Yeah, when do you ever?
Devil May Cry was made by the Resident Evil team to be Resident Evil 4, but they decided it was too different, so they made it its own series.
I think that's kind of what happened with Dino Crisis. It was supposed to be like Resident Evil game, but then they made it its own thing.
Didn't they do the same thing with like Onimusha or something like that?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Actually, that's what I'm thinking of.
Like Onimusha started as like Resident Evil feudal Japan or something like that.
Yeah.
And then, it was too action-oriented, so they turned it into Onimusha.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, not Dino Crisis.
Oh.
It's amazing, like, whenever you start a game as something else and then it becomes its own thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, going back to, like, the Star Fox Dino Adventure thing, that was supposed to be, like, a rare game. Like, a completely different rare
Dinosaur
game.
Planet.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be its own thing, like a swan. It was supposed to be a swan song for the 64, but it took too long to develop. And then Miyamoto decided to sprinkle some Star Fox on it for no reason.
Gotta love that Star Fox where you only use, like, a ship for, like, the final boss.
And traveling between levels.
Yeah.
Because why not?
The game was still fun. It was well made. It was a Rare game back whenever Rare was good.
Are you excited for Yooka-Laylee?
I don't really know. I mean, it sucks that the Wii U version got canceled, but it's coming to the Switch now.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'll reserve judgment until I play it.
No opinion.
Because I wasn't that huge into Banjo-Kazooie, but Grant Kirkhope is amazing, so I'm sure he'll musically bring the game up.
Yeah, I was never, like, super into Banjo-Kazooie either. Like, I like them, but I guess, like, I didn't really play Banjo-Kazooie for the first time until, like, high school or so.
Banjo-Kazooie is better than Mario 64. Banjo-Kazooie is better than Mario 64.
I've never played it.
I don't like Mario 64.
Yeah, you don't like 3D Mario.
Sunshine was alright. 3D Land and 3D World are like how I think 3D Mario should be. I like those games. I don't like the collectathon Mario games.
Yeah, they do have
gotta collect them all.
Except you don't really.
What?
Leave the call.
Oh, I thought you said delete the call. I was like,
delete this.
I have like 40 of those.
You do. It's freaking ridiculous.
I thought you had like 150 of them.
I have a folder full of them.
Oh man. For those of you like watching who have no idea what we're talking about, there's like
put like a few of them in the video.
Okay, sure, I will.
You better use the one with the freaking Pichu, because that's the one he uses the most.
Yeah, I was definitely going to use that one.
The reason I used that one the most is because that was my only one for a time.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I've used it since I got the folder full of them.
You will again. I'll wait for
it.
Eventually.
That picture was what got me into that, because I found that so funny.
So, speaking of this is kind of a really random topic change, but the PS4 Pro.
Speaking of Pichu, how's the PS4 Pro?
I was about to say, speaking of new consoles, but I forgot we aren't really talking about the Switch anymore.
PS4 Pro is just a PS4 with half a PS4 glued on top of it.
It's a PS5. They just don't want to call it a PS5.
Well, like
it's not a PS5. It's just a PS4 again.
Just but it's got a thing to it.
It's a new PS4, like how Nintendo had the new 3DS.
Yeah, pretty much. Like a lot of people have been theorizing that like this is pretty much the end of like video game console generations for the most part.
Yeah, probably. Honestly, they're probably just gonna if they do make more
form.
Yeah, basically, if they're gonna make more, they're just gonna make like slightly upgraded versions of it until like some amazing new technology comes out, or Nintendo thinks of a new gimmick.
What do you think their next gimmick would be?
Gimmick to the things.
I don't know.
They're basically using the same gimmick as the Wii U this time, just with making it actually mobile. I mean, my gamepad can't even reach my bathroom, which is like 5 feet away from my freaking room.
Yeah, same here.
It's ridiculous.
Like, I can't even leave the top floor of my house with the gamepad. I can't take to the bottom floor without losing the signal.
It's like, why? Like, what's the point of making it like that if you're gonna make the frickin' range so small?
Yeah, I guess they figured most people weren't really going. I don't know.
Just gave up on that thought mid-sentence.
that happens all the time with me.
It is the truth.
And nothing
and
but
know
the
it's
truth. The truth! Anyway.
Nothing but the truth.
That was a Thrilling Intent reference, but,
Alright.
Anyway, Crash Remastered. What do you think of that?
No.
It looks really
cares
cool.
in the world.
It looks really cool. Make a new game.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be okay with it if you used this to build a new engine and make a new game with it. Then I'll be cool with it. If it's just we're gonna play off people's nostalgia, then screw you.
Because, like, from what it seems like, I saw, like, an IGN video where some guys played the demo. It seems like it's basically the same games, but they just look nicer.
It is the same games. It's an HD collection.
It's not even like a true remaster. It's just like an HD whatever they call it.
Like what Square did with Final Fantasy X. It's just they made it look nicer and then just re-released it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, basically. Cool. Use this new engine to make a new game. Then I'll be happy.
Mm-hmm. I would very much like another Crash Twinsanity style game.
I mean, they're doing the same thing with Parappa the Rappa. They're making they're making a remaster of the first game, which they've already done, by the way, on the PSP.
Mm-hmm.
And just, make a new game.
Lazy.
Why don't they do that? It's just
Sony is the king of the remaster these days.
Like, everybody's the king of the remaster these days.
Maybe that's why I don't have a PS4 yet.
Is hard. Making games is hard, I understand, but you've done it before.
Like, it's gotten to the point where even Skyrim is getting a remaster. It's not a remaster, just a
Skyrim has been ported so many times.
Yeah.
Isn't it literally called Skyrim Remastered?
Yeah, but, that's what they call it, but when I think of remaster, I think of, the game being rebuilt from the ground up. Usually, when I think of just, the same game, but with, slightly polished graphics, I call it, an HD remake.
Oh.
That's basically
that doesn't sound right, though, because it was already in HD.
I mean...
Yeah, but, Yeah.
To be
when
fair,
I think of HD remakes, I think of a game that wasn't in HD originally, now in HD.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Garcon?
Basically.
It's not even, upgraded that much. Just, a few water textures and a few ground textures look a bit nicer. It still doesn't look as good as it does on PC with mods.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've basically been able to make Skyrim look like that, but even better on PC for years now, so it's
you basically have infinite amounts of content with the mods, too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they can do the mods for the HD remastering.
What?
Now they can do the mods on the mastering remaster.
Okay.
That didn't make any sense.
I still have no idea what you're saying.
I'm basically... Well, probably because you're hearing the Skype lag like I am.
No, you're just incoherent.
I think what he's trying to say is, if they're going to use, a similar system to what they used for Fallout 4 on consoles, where, you can just download the mods on their special mod cloud system. No, yeah, that's not what you were saying?
Even
I was saying they're going to have the mods for the PC version of the remaster, too. Wouldn't they?
Is the remaster
that's what I'm saying.
coming out for the PC?
No, I don't think so. If they do, there's no point.
There's no point in putting the remaster on PC.
Yeah.
I thought the remaster was on PC. Really?
I don't think so.
Now I'm gonna look this up now.
No.
Reasons.
Kind of it reminds me of when I think 2K did BioShock, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't play BioShock. I don't play first-person shooters.
When they re-released, when they did the quote-unquote HD remakes of the game for the PC, they didn't actually revamp the graphics for BioShock Infinite for PC because they believed that it already looked good enough, so they didn't bother with that one.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense. It was a current gen game at the time.
Yeah, so I see where they're coming from.
Wikipedia's not helping me out here.
What are you trying to look up? Why are you so terrible at looking things up? I don't get it.
He's trying to look up whether or not the remaster for Skyrim's on PC.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Oops,
it just says what Skyrim is on in general. I'm not getting results for things. The remaster of the game was released for Windows, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Of course it was on Windows. Why would you guys think it wasn't on Windows?
Because the game is already on Windows, and you can make it look better than the remaster.
That's not going to stop
it's being released
a freaking remastered edition.
So it's being released on Windows.
So like games with live.
No, Windows and PC aren't technically the same thing. When they say Windows, they're talking about like Microsoft specific Windows 10 vendor, I believe.
Oh, for crying out
loud! That's why they say exclusive for
Windows
Xbox
10 and Xbox One.
Yeah, that.
I'm gonna open up Steam and I'm gonna see Skyrim Special Edition, and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, well, duh! Of course it was on PC the entire time."
If that's the case, then there's like 5 listings for Skyrim on Steam.
What?
Yeah.
Because there's been like 5 different Skyrim remakes.
Also, Vampire Mecha apparently gifted me something, so I'm just gonna go ahead and...
Yeah, I mean, he said he was going to.
Yeah, he gave me a SteamWorld Dig yesterday.
I don't think I've accepted, or I don't think I've even tried to join any of the freaking giveaways so far.
You haven't.
Because they're all like games I know I won't play, so I'm not going to accept them. I'm not Kratos.
Yeah, that's how it's been for me for the most part. I'll jump in every now and then when I think I'm going to play the game, but for the most part, they're just shovelware.
The only one I jumped in on is Goat
Dig,
Simulator.
And I thought it was Spelunky. I thought it was Spelunky for a second. I thought, oh, I'm going to get... Oh, wait, it's not Spelunky. I don't care.
I'm glad you didn't do Spelunky, because I already have Spelunky.
I wish you would, because Spelunky looks fun to play with other people.
Can you play with other people?
Yeah, it's online multiplayer, I think.
Oh. We should do that sometime, then, because I actually have the game.
I don't know if it's online, but I know it's definitely multiplayer, because I've seen the Game Grumps play it with Miles Luna.
Oh.
They played it in the same room, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I know it's multiplayer, and I'm not 100% sure if it's online.
So yeah, this thing is on PC on Steam, and it's $29.99. Well, actually, it's $39.99, but it's 25% off.
Oh, apparently there's a NetPlay mod for Spelunky on PC.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's usually how you have to do it, I guess, these days.
Because the developers are too lazy to put it in themselves.
Well, it's not necessarily that they're too lazy. It could be budget issues. It could be budget issues.
Heck with budget issues. They're lazy. They can always just patch it in, but they don't do that.
Well, the thing is, maintaining servers costs money, and not every indie developer has that.
To be fair, a lot of games don't necessarily use servers. They use direct P2P connection.
I don't know.
Exactly.
I think you saying lazy is just based off of ignorance rather than
honestly, I have to agree there.
Yeah.
Tales of Berseria not being localized on PS3. That's
okay. No, stop. We are done with that. We are not discussing that.
That's not laziness.
So lazy.
That's not laziness. That would take like 5 seconds to do. They've decided that the PS3 is a dying breed, so they decided they don't want to bring it on.
They put it in Japan. It exists.
Don't entertain him on this. Just let him have his...
Just because it exists in Japan, I mean...
It shouldn't exist... If it's on a dying console, it shouldn't exist in the first place.
Tales of Vesperia exists on PS3 in Japan, too. They never brought it over.
That's because it came out like 2 years after the 360 version. They probably thought it wouldn't sell.
The PS3 version of Tales of Graces came out here, and the Wii version didn't.
Because the PS3 version was updated. And
so
we never got Graces
originally.
We never got Graces originally. We got Vesperia, so they figured everyone would have bought it for 360 already, so it's like there's no sales to be had on the PS3 version. That's why they didn't localize it.
You're right, Mega. No point.
What did I tell you? Just every time.
Can't see my side.
No, I understand your side. You can't see ours. I get where you're coming from, but understand that your opinion isn't law.
Oh, man.
Someone's playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse right now.
I've already seen it played all the way through.
So, have either of you guys played Pokemon Sun or Moon yet?
I beat Moon within 2
bought
days
the
of it coming
game
out.
day one. I haven't played it yet.
Why haven't you played it yet?
Because he's been playing Fire Emblem.
Because I'm gonna finish Fire Emblem Fates first.
But it's taken you like 2 trillion years.
Well, I had a 110-hour playthrough of Birthright. I'm on a 60-hour playthrough of Conquest right now.
I beat all 3 of them before he beat Birthright.
Yeah, you've been playing
And then I'll probably have a really long one on Revelations too, more than likely. But probably not as long as Conquest, because Conquest has just been really annoying to deal with so far, because
Revelations is about as long as
you're
Birthright.
limited. You're limited on experience points, so it's like you have to get all the paralogs in order to maximize your experience point gains, so it's like, okay.
I beat Conquest in 11 hours.
Well,
oh, really?
I don't know how you did that, because... because he plays it on casual mode, so he plays it all willy-nilly and crazy style.
I don't like permadeath.
There's nothing wrong with playing on casual for your first time, though.
You don't use any strategy, because you don't have any... You don't have any regrets.
That's not necessarily true.
I mean...
If I played on casual mode, I'd just be throwing my units out there left and right, like, oh, I don't care, they're gonna die and they'll come back and...
Okay, they just die then, and you lose the thing because they're all dead.
Yeah.
Just say, as long as you don't lose freaking core, and you're fine.
You still have to win the fight, dude. You can't just throw them out there.
Well, you're not gonna lose all of your units if you play it all willy-nilly, you'll just... As long as you save core, and you're gonna freaking win no matter what.
Because those games are Conquest is stupidly difficult because you can't grind. So if you just throw them out there all willy-nilly, you're gonna lose. Still takes a lot of strategy, a lot more than either of the other two.
Especially considering that they kind of revamped or it's been heavily theorized that they revamped the RNG in that one.
They did. Most definitely, because
I
went back to Awakening after beating it, and it's completely different.
Yeah, I saw a Reddit post explaining it. Like instead of using 2 numbers, they use 4, an average of 4 now or something.
Yeah, they basically run it through the 100% chance twice.
Yeah, that's really annoying.
Well, that's what I heard about Awakening. I don't know if Fate still does that.
It does. And it just seems like all of the percentages are significantly higher in Fates than they are in Awakening.
I've noticed no differences at all.
When's the last time you went back to Awakening?
Well, I don't know. The fact that I just don't miss 99%ers on Awakening, it's just kind of like, okay. Never happens.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's because because the old system actually kind of had it biased because of the way the system worked. If you had 50% or more, you were more likely to make a hit. Because of the way the RNG system worked.
Anything away from 50% was more likely to happen. Like, if it was 40%, you were more likely to miss. And then you were supposed to, that is. And if you were 60%, you were more likely to hit than you were supposed to.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
No, you just said if you were at 50%, you would be more likely to hit. That's
50% or more.
My God, Kratos. Listen to what he says before you start complaining.
How can I listen when there's Stipe lag? I don't freaking know what he's saying. I heard 50% and then he just cut out.
That's all you picked out of the sentence. You
I heard
always
50%,
do that.
then he cut out, and it was like something about more likely to hit.
So you assumed that he said the opposite of what he said.
Yeah,
I thought he was saying something that didn't make any sense. Like, it was 50%. Like, no, 50% would be the same percentage chance. So how about you say,
hey, you lagged. Can you say that again?
I'm not gonna say that every 5 seconds. You guys have been doing this the entire freaking thing.
Then don't assume we said something we didn't.
I'm going to assume you said something you didn't, because I'm not going to ask whether you said something, because then you're just going to cut out again when you re-explain it, and it's going to be like, what'd you say?
Anyway, Pokemon Stars.
I assume than not assume.
Pokemon Stars.
Pokemon, I don't know Pokemon.
I mean...
So yeah, we were talking about Pokemon. What's up about Pokemon, man?
It's probably just gonna be, like, a platinum for that game, so who gives a crap? Or like a yellow...
Wait, what about a platinum for what?
Yeah.
Pokemon
Platinum
Stars.
for Diamond and Pearl. You know, like how it's like the third game that has...
There isn't gonna be a third game. There hasn't been a third game since
Idiot! It's already been announced!
Yeah.
Pokemon Stars.
What?
It was Sun, Moon, and Stars is a freaking NX game, or a Switch game.
Switch, yeah.
Oh wait,
Did you not hear about that?
I just looked up the sun on freaking Wikipedia on accident.
Yep, the sun is about 1 astronomical unit away from the Earth.
Pokemon Stars for the Switch. It's the platinum or the emerald for this generation.
Yeah.
That's why all of the Pokemon in Sun and Moon have, like, really high-res sprites, or models and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking heck are you talking about? It doesn't say anything about it.
How have you not heard about this?
I just went to the Pokemon Sun and Moon Wikipedia page and it mentioned nothing about a third game.
You just don't know how to Google
literally
things.
just Googled Pokemon Stars. Pokemon Stars, third version of Sun and Moon, reportedly coming to Switch. Very first link.
Reportedly? So it's rumored then.
Do you not understand what reportedly means?
That sounds like it's not, it doesn't sound like confirmed, it says reportedly.
Nintendo has already confirmed it.
No.
Yes.
Why have I not heard about it? I haven't seen it trending on Twitter or anything.
It was trending when it was first announced.
Yeah.
Don't they know that the sun is already a star, so what the heck are they freaking talking about?
They announced it whenever they were announcing that Mario RPG with Rabbids.
I looked up Pokemon Star and the freaking Wikipedia came up with Pokemon Trading Card Game.
With double colorless energy.
That is an interesting point, though. The sun is a star, but I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, they announced that a while ago. And by a while ago, I mean like a month or two ago.
I don't see it anywhere. It's just like video games. Pokemon. Okay, this is Wikipedia. Video games. Pokemon series: Red, Blue, Yellow, Gold, Silver, Crystal, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black, White, 2, X, Y, Sun, Moon, and then there's the remakes, and then there's the spin-offs. There's no star listed anywhere.
Kratos, I want you to do something for me. Go onto this website.
There is no star.
It's a little-known website. It's a little-known website.
If it's not on Wikipedia, it doesn't exist.
Go on Google and type in Pokemon
It's not on Wikipedia,
Stars,
so therefore it doesn't exist.
Then press the Enter key or click the little magnifying glass.
Why would it not be if it exists?
Because it's not out.
If it exists, then why is it not listed on Wikipedia? It would be listed on Wikipedia.
There's no information on it yet.
The second it was announced.
There is little information on it other than the fact that it's a third game in Sun and Moon and that it's coming out for the Switch.
Zelda U was listed on Wikipedia before we knew a dang thing about it.
Anyway,
if it's been announced, it would be on Wikipedia. This is why we
don't argue with Kratos, because he doesn't know how to Google.
It would have been trending on Twitter, it would be on Wikipedia, it wasn't on any of them. It just wasn't.
So, I have.
How do you know it wasn't trending months ago when it was announced?
Because I would have seen it.
You don't notice things.
I do notice things.
No, you do not.
I look at the freaking trending tab.
You are the least observant person I have ever met, probably.
I look at it, I'm like, what is this? Why is this trending? I'm like, okay, no, game
Nintendo fails. I have a topic called Nintendo fails, so what?
Nintendo doesn't fail. How does Nintendo fail?
Just like
I'm trying to see
basically
how many tweets have been like sent out with hashtag Pokemon Stars, and I can't see an end in sight. So it was definitely trending at some point.
Yeah, it was.
The only thing I've heard rumored was Pokemon Eclipse, and that hasn't been confirmed either.
Honestly, I think that's a better title than Stars.
I mean, I don't know.
It's because the sun is a star. That title would literally make no sense.
Yeah. Anyway, but Nintendo fails.
I gave up on trying to like do this whole thing maybe 5 minutes ago whenever I started searching the hashtag. So
I don't know,
well,
but
clearly Nintendo sold like 10 million copies of freaking Pokemon Sun and Moon, so I mean they haven't failed as far as I'm concerned.
Because Sun and Moon are garbage. Like Sun and Moon might be my least.
I'm sure
favorite
they
generation.
are. It's using the same engine as X and Y and Omega Ruby and Sapphire.
What did you just say?
I'm tired, man.
All I heard was Shalfa.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Of course Sun and Moon is garbage, because it uses the same freaking garbage engine that X and Y and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire uses.
Yes, because the engine is why I don't like it, not the fact that it's completely linear, there's no exploration whatsoever, and the badges
it also does the Mega Evolution still, so yeah, that's...
I like Mega Evolution, so that's nice. A positive for me.
They're the worst thing
But Mega Evolution doesn't show up until post-game anyway.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I like the idea of using badges as like for something.
Don't spoiling this for me.
That's why I said for something.
I know they got rid of the gyms. I already heard that, but I don't want to know what they did in its place. So yes.
That's why I said I like that they used the badges for something rather than going into detail.
Yeah.
And they got rid of HMs, which is nice.
The fact that they still have the badges.
Yeah, they did.
Curious.
They really don't have badges. It's something completely different. But it's like what's in place of the badges.
It's interesting. I had a few friends who are playing it, and I watched them for a bit.
It's super short, completely linear, and I don't like a lot of the new Pokemon. There are some that I like a lot, like the freaking Daisy Chain Fairy saved my ass throughout the entire game.
There's too many Pokemon to keep track of these days. I just don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
Like, what Pokemon's from what generation? There was some Pokemon I found that were like from Gen 3 that I thought were from Gen 6. I was like, wait, what?
Dude, I
was like, there's no way. This is impossible.
Send me a Pokemon right now and I'll tell you what generation it's from.
No, dude, I don't even know what Gen 7 even has right now, so I'm like, I'll see something from Gen 5 and I'll be like, what? That was Gen 5? That was Gen 7.
I was talking about 1 through 6, but okay.
1002, man. That Pokemon's a number.
What?
I thought that was from Gen 7, but it was actually Gen 2.
What?
I probably
what are you talking about right now?
I probably at least... know Gen 2 Pokemon. Dude, I've been awake for 21 hours.
It is very hot in my room.
And then the day before that, I got like 4 hours of sleep. It was like not good. I'm pretty tired. I'm glad it's my day off, because otherwise I'd just be like, whoa. This is gonna go down fast.
If it wasn't your day off, you'd turn into a surfer dude?
Nintendo didn't fail.
Whoa.
No, the whole fails thing wasn't just about Nintendo as a company failing, but like their various misdeeds that they did throughout the year.
They haven't done any misdeeds.
Oh, like really? They didn't take down so many, like a bunch of fan games. They didn't basically threaten to sue the Game Awards if they didn't take 2 fan games off the fan game list.
Yeah.
Really?
Stuff like yeah, they did.
Why were there fan games on there in the first place?
Because it was a freaking award about fan games, like the best fan game of the year, and Pokemon Uranium and AM2R were on there, and Nintendo, because Nintendo was a sponsor, they basically threatened to sue the Game Awards and take their sponsorship out if they didn't remove those 2 fan games from the list.
Wow, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Nintendo
is on the fast track. Like, I have been a huge Nintendo fan since I was a little kid, and they're on the fast track of becoming my least favorite active video game company.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still my favorite. They just do stupid things.
Did I say this in the recording? Yeah, I think I said in the recording. As a video game developer, I like them.
They're amazing.
Hey,
as
Nintendo.
A company, they're garbage.
Yeah. That's kind of
Nintendo,
how,
if you're listening, please don't sue this video.
Oh, yes, they're going to sue the video. Well, they're going to put like 8,000 copyright claims on it, like they do with all my other stuff.
Yeah,
I'm going to probably use
Nintendo, I dare ya.
Because I'm probably going to use
freaking fair use does not exist in Nintendo's little world.
Yeah, I always get like 3 or 4 like third-party claims for using like trailer footage in my MegaCasts.
Fuck you.
That's always how. And it's always the Nintendo stuff too.
Nintendo and Konami, but if you file a counterclaim for Konami, they'll usually take it off.
I'm always usually really paranoid about that, even though you won't get a claim if you if you dispute it the first time, or a strike if you dispute it the first time. But I always get really paranoid, so I just don't even bother.
Yeah, same. I've never touched them. Don't take that out of context.
How was anyone going to do it ever? Anyway, whatever.
Don't bother.
Whatever.
Well, they could have like removed the word "never" from it or something and made it sound completely wrong. It's like, oh, okay.
You're just digging your own grave at this point.
Okay, so they would have removed the word "never," so you would have said, "I've touched them." Okay, that's still not that bad.
Out of context, it would sound terrible.
Not really. I mean,
I would.
You really do have not in the negative sense. You really do have a juvenile mind.
You do.
Oh, please! You don't even know the half of it.
I'm not talking about like a perverted mind or like a mischievous mind. You have a very underdeveloped mind.
Yeah.
That's probably why all my friends are younger than me.
That's kind of true for me too. But
I'm only like 2 months younger than you, so that doesn't really count.
The people I get along with the most at work are freaking they're way younger than me. It's kind of ridiculous. I
forget that you're older than me sometimes.
How much younger is way younger? I mean, you're 24. They're not going to be like 6.
No, they're not. But they're like 19. The people I get along with the most.
Not way younger. 5 years is way younger.
That is way younger.
You're
I don't know what you're freaking talking about. But yeah, I do have a pretty just weird thing.
Juvenile was the word.
Yeah, it's like talking to like a really immature 16-year-old.
Hey.
Yeah. Like sometimes I forget. Like I said, sometimes I forget that you're older than me. I think you're like 16.
I am told very often, or I was told very often at work though, that I would look like I was like freaking 17 or something.
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
I know, but I'm just saying, though, not only do I...
So you're saying you look your age?
Yes. No, actually, that's not the right analogy. I look the way that I
tree with my waveform.
Really?
I look the way I am. That's it, I guess.
I'm gonna take a picture of that and have you put it in the video. I made a Christmas tree with my waveform.
Okay, I'll be sure to.
A Christmas tree, did you? How do you make a Christmas tree out of it? I want to make a Christmas tree now.
I almost exited out of my Audacity track. That would have been really bad.
How dare you?
Would have had to restart.
Well, it would ask, like,
I
do you
would
want
go
to
to
save
sleep
before you exit? So, like, we would have had that. We just had to, like, resync and everything.
Press cancel before you do it.
Anyway, but Paper Mario Color Splash.
Didn't play it. Don't care.
Don't play it. You'll
Next
be better
topic.
off. My God, it's like
don't make Sticker Star 2.0 a thing, please. Thank you.
that already is. It's called Color Splash.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Next topic. Let's move on. We're done.
Just take everything bad about Paper Mario and make it a game.
Yeah.
Basically.
Maybe next time.
No, there's
if
no
there
hope.
is a next time.
Because they didn't fix it with this game, there's no hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's make Super Paper Mario 2, please. I would really like that. Even though some people wouldn't like it, I would love it. So please do make that again.
I'd take 1,000,000 Paper Marios, like Super Paper Marios, over Sticker Star or Color Splash. Because it still felt like Paper Mario, still had a story like Paper Mario.
Yeah.
Still had characters that had character.
Color Splash had an okay story, but I don't
didn't.
know.
It didn't. It was
the
dialogue. The dialogue in Color Splash is nothing but memes.
Well, it depends if you're in that audience or not. I might be in that audience for all you freaking know.
It's nothing but stupid memes and references.
I heard they made a Luigi Death Stare
So Mecha would love
reference.
it then, huh?
Yeah, that's probably the only meme or reference you would get.
Oh, you don't know that?
I know you.
What meme or reference?
The Luigi
Death Stare.
And that's like that's half a second of the game.
It's like, hey Luigi, you better give him that big old stare you give him all the time.
Yeah, that's the entire reference.
Yeah. Do it.
Oh yeah.
And Luigi shows up like for 5 seconds at the very end of the game.
It was
to be fair though.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like in the other older games, Luigi wasn't really in them. Well, then again,
yeah, he was in. He was in the house. He had his diary in the first game, and in the second game, you could talk to him to see what adventure he was going on with his partners that were behind him. And he was a main character in the third game.
Yeah, he was.
Luigi was a big part of all three.
Yeah, you have a point there.
In Sticker Star, he's just hidden throughout the world, and you can randomly pick him up, and that's it. He doesn't even talk.
Aww.
He's a collectible.
He doesn't even say, oh yeah.
No, he's a collectible in that game. He's hidden randomly throughout every world.
That's dumb.
Oh, that's Paper Mario in a nutshell.
Basically.
What do you guys think about that new Pikmin game, that 3DS Pikmin game?
I've never really... I haven't played a Pikmin game before, so I don't really have an opinion on it.
I'm definitely not going to get it. It just looks like a generic 2D side-scrolling puzzle game.
I'll just get it because why not?
I'm not going to get it because I don't want to support that kind of thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
It looks really slow and boring.
Well, you don't know until you play it.
I've seen gameplay. It looks really slow and boring.
Don't you give me a hard time over judging games too quickly sometimes?
If I don't like a genre, then that's completely different. I don't like slow, boring puzzle platformers.
Okay. I suppose so.
Yeah, you are tired, but anyway. So, how about that Dragon Ball Super getting that how about that dub?
No, don't talk about Super.
You what?
So, how about that Dragon Ball Super getting...
me again?
So, how about that Dragon Ball Super getting that how about that dub?
Don't...
Is that how you wrote that?
No, that's not how I wrote that.
You freaking scared me when you said that. I thought you were going to make some spoiler talk here. I was like, do not talk about this topic in front of
what?
me.
You see, this is what you need to do. When someone is speaking, let them finish their sentence and then make a comment.
Dude, I've already heard way too much about Super that I really wish I didn't hear, but you know...
No, okay, but that doesn't change the fact that when someone is talking, let them finish, and then you make a comment. Don't just assume they're going to say something and then interrupt them.
He doesn't understand what that means, Mega. We've already established that earlier in this freaking podcast.
Was that even English? It just didn't sound like English to me.
Oh, I gotta get my customary spoiler out. So, Future Trunks shows up.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna. That's one of those spoilers I heard about him. Like,
and then
why?
we'll have to cut that out like last year.
I'm super excited too because he's my favorite.
Why do we have
character.
to cut that out? Doesn't everyone freaking know that by now?
No.
That's pretty well known.
Yeah, I know. I was just joking, but it was just like last year with that other spoiler, that mysterious spoiler.
You mean how?
I don't want to make cuts again, even though I'm not the one.
What do you mean you
this.
don't want to make cuts?
Yeah,
you're not even editing this.
Just do a bleep.
I don't want
to
force
like
people
funny.
To make cuts.
Do a bleep on that because that was funny timing.
All right, I'll do that.
Hey.
Yeah, but yeah. When are they going to first start releasing the dubs episodes?
I actually don't know, but I'm super excited to get to that
January?
arc. He's my favorite character, and I just finished the Res F arc, so the last thing I watched was the Res F arc, so I think I'm like 2 arcs behind.
Yeah, I've just been waiting for the dub because that's one of the few series that I prefer to watch in English.
I don't. I mean, I guess Funimation has gotten better over the years.
Yeah, they have. Like, the old Funimation dubs really weren't that good.
Oh, yeah, they like, nostalgia glasses off for a second, they were pretty horrible.
Yeah, they really weren't that good.
And Sabat voiced everyone.
Yeah. I mean, he's still kind of... Well, actually, now it's Sean Schemmel who voices everybody.
Well, I mean, Schemmel still voiced, like, Goku and Kai.
Yeah.
January 21st, 2017.
God, we're so far behind.
So far behind on what?
Release.
Oh, the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we were so far behind on Z as well because that was like done in the 80s.
Yeah, well, like it started in 88 and it ended in 95, and we got it in 97.
And the good thing about the old days, I didn't have the internet to tell me that there was more.
Wait, we got it in 97?
When we got...
Yeah, it was one of the... I believe
that
was...
I guess the Ocean dub might have started in 97, but like when Funimation had to have taken it over at the turn of the millennium.
When we got to the Frieza saga, I had no idea about anything. When we got to the Cell saga, I had no idea there was going to be a Boo saga. When we got to the Boo saga, I had no idea there was going to be a GT. I was like, oh my gosh, there's more! Jeez!
I knew about all that, though.
I think GT was
finished in the 90s. You knew about that back then?
Wasn't GT finished in the 90s?
Yeah, I believe GT
so you
finished
knew about
before
GT the second you started watching Z?
Well, I mean,
not the second, but
you have to remember, like, Dragon Ball GT Final Bout came out while I think
I didn't know about that either.
Shut up, I'm talking. Dragon Ball GT any of the video games. Final Bout came out around the time the Frieza arc was finishing.
That's good. I didn't know about any of the video games though, so you know.
And it came out in America around the time the Frieza arc was finishing. So, and that game had like Kid Goku, Super Saiyan 4.
Glad I didn't see that game because that would have ruined my childhood.
Well, I remember you saying you didn't even know what Japan was back then.
Yeah, I didn't know freaking Dragon Ball Z was an anime. I just thought it was a freaking amazing action-packed cartoon with amazing graphics. I was like, oh my gosh.
Graphics.
This looks so cool.
Honestly, DBZ had pretty terrible animation, but that's a different story for a different time.
Dragon Ball, like, it's not just Super that had terrible animation. Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball... Well, no, I guess Dragon Ball wasn't that bad, but once it got worse.
You should watch Dragon Ball. It's probably the best one.
I did after Z, but it's
Dragon Ball is honestly like more fun.
Downgrading from Z to nothing was like, what the heck?
But you're not really downgrading though.
I mean, like downgrade because there was no superpowers. It was like
it's not a downgrade. Normal. It's a completely different series.
Yeah,
it was just too like down to earth. I like the superpowers.
I enjoyed it whenever it was more about technique.
I like the super speed action-packiness and all that stuff. That looked really weird on the Audacity track right there for some reason, the way I said that.
I mean, in Z, every fight was the same.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Punch, 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 kick, cool. Punch, 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 kick, punch, 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 kick, over.
Energy
over
blast, and the fight's over.
It was so freaking cool, though.
In Dragon Ball, the fights were way more about technique and skill than just brute force.
Yeah, like they actually used martial arts.
So?
So
that
the
was
fights
so
were more
boring
fun to
me.
watch. The fights were significantly more fun to watch.
And who says they used martial arts? They had the occasional Kamehameha every now and then.
Yes, but it wasn't.
They had to blow up the moon with it,
fight.
I'm pretty sure, didn't they?
What?
Didn't they have to blow up the freaking moon with it a few times?
Oh yeah, Master Roshi did.
Roshi blew up the moon once, and Piccolo blew up the moon once.
How the heck did Master
Wait, did
Roshi
Piccolo do that in the original?
Moon?
I know he did that in Z.
I think he just did it in Z whenever Gohan was about to change.
How the heck did
one
Roshi
time.
have the power to blow up the moon back in the day?
He went to like Super Master Roshi, did the Kamehameha wave.
What was his freaking power level? Like freaking 10,000 or something?
He turned into legendary Super Saiyan Roshi.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I really want to know what his power level was then.
It was like 1,000.
Stop focusing so much on power
he
level.
could not have been as powerful as Raditz.
Yeah, no.
No, because like I remember like one in Z, like Krillin and Master Roshi got their power levels assessed, and like I thought like Master Roshi's like 1,000, Krillin was like 2,000. He's like, aha, the servant, the whatever has passed the master.
I thought it was like 200 versus 100.
I don't know.
I mean,
maybe that's what it was. 200 versus 100.
Goku was definitely stronger than Roshi just during the last arc.
Yeah, that's true.
Dragon Ball, and Goku was not at 1,000 whenever he fought Raditz. I think he was at like 700 or 800.
I thought he was like 200 or 300.
I thought he was like 300. Yeah. Well, and then Gohan got to like 700 when he got mad.
And Piccolo was over 1,000 whenever he shot the blast.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. It's power levels for you.
Yeah, that's why they don't really talk about power levels anymore, because power levels are bullshit.
I wish they still did power levels. I want to know how strong a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is.
Just say Super Saiyan Blue, for the love of God.
No,
Super Saiyan God
Super Saiyan.
I don't think they've ever legitimately called it that other than in Xenoverse.
Well, maybe it's... I don't know. Maybe.
Everywhere else, they've called it Super Saiyan Blue.
Where
they even
they
call it... They call it Super Saiyan Blue in the series.
What? Dude, what are you talking
Vegeta,
about?
Goku and Vegeta in Super call it Super Saiyan Blue.
That's Japan, though. It doesn't count.
What do you...
They have no idea what they're talking about in Japan sometimes.
Don't bother, Mega.
I feel like saying that I was simultaneously insulting Mega right there.
You were. Not gonna say anything. So...
Not like they made it!
I know, right?
But, yeah, I'm excited for the dub. I can't wait for it. I don't know, like, how they're doing it, though. Like, if they're just gonna have, like, one arc come out at once, or...
I mean, I
hope they do it all at once.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did it like they did with Z.
So...
segment it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's probably gonna be, like... a core or two that you'll be able to watch at once, and then you have to wait a few months before you get the next one.
I always hate it when that happens, because then it just goes on loop. I remember back in the old days when they were first showing Z, like, you would get to, like, the Ginyu Force or something, and then the series would suddenly start back over at the Saiyan Saga. I'm like, oh, no! I want to know what happens next to the Ginyu Force. Are they going to be defeated?
Did you just say Ginyu Force?
I said Ginyu Force.
Sounded like you said Ginyu Force.
Ginyu Force rules, Ginyu Force rules.
Toku Sentai, Toku Sentai.
I actually have that on my 3DS as an audio file.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could play it, but that'd probably make a copyright thing happen. I don't freaking know.
It probably would not, but let's not do that because it would come, like, the audio quality would be terrible.
I also have, like, CDI Zelda on there for some reason.
CDI Zelda. I hate Zelda games.
I have like my ship sails in the morning. I wonder what's for dinner, and like I just have random quotes on there. It's stupid.
I won.
No, I don't have that one.
You don't have Corrin's victory quote?
No, I haven't done
anything. I
won. I see what you're talking about now.
Freaking! I was looking at Smash 4 mods, and there was a mod that.
I win!
It changed, he says, I won, but he changed, like, there was a mod to change it to that Link quote where he says, I won! And, like, there was the one, you know how female Corrin says, good! Female Corrin says, good! Just like how Zelda says good in Wand of Gamelon or whatever. There was a switch for both of them.
Coincidence? I think not.
Oh, man.
I so wanted to do it, but I decided against it, because I still couldn't get that Kratos mod for Corrin to work. It just made him silent, which is, I guess, better than his normal voice.
Hey!
Freaking not Cam Clark's best work.
You did not make your choice very well there, man.
Not Cam Clark's best work.
I like his work as Corrin. It's pretty good.
He sounds like a whiny brat.
The funny thing is...
Which isn't that far away from Corrin's character, but still.
I'm going to look this up right now. I'm going to see what people like. Just because I'm curious. People actually find Corrin to be...
annoying.
Cam Clark's third best role. Liquid Snake is number 1, Leonardo's number 2, Corrin's third, and Kratos Aurion is 4th. So
like,
yeah.
I've seen about 7 or 8 different mods for both male and female Corrin that exist only to, and I quote, make Corrin's voice less annoying. And I'm not joking.
Really?
Yes.
Well, no, I like it. It's like, you know, he made his choice.
Just because you like
he
it,
sounds
that doesn't mean
he sounds so freaking
like
cool saying that, though.
Okay,
he's like, my path is clear. I've made my choice.
He might
like,
have a
come
couple of
on.
cool lines, but that doesn't mean his voice as a whole is good.
Oh. You disappoint me, Garcon. You disappoint me.
Okay, I go back to that mod page to see if I can see anything else, and there is a nude Peach. Okay, then. That's enough internet for the day.
You disappoint me, Garcon. You disappoint me.
That's enough Peach. That's enough Peach. That's enough internet for the day.
I thought you were about to say something else, but okay.
I thought he was going to say Peach, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean, I almost did.
I know. That's why I was like, I thought you were going to say Peach right there. Oh, behind the voice actors shows, you can sort by only show characters with sound clips now. That's neat. I don't know if that was always a thing and I just never noticed it, but it's definitely a thing. So
I never noticed it.
Now I can look up all of Cam Clark's sound clips. Oh, wait, they still show the things, but they just get rid of the pictures without the sound clips. That's interesting.
Okay.
Cam Clark played a vulture in some show called The Lion Guard in 2016.
Cool. No one cares.
He doesn't play any good roles. He doesn't play enough roles.
He plays Simba.
That's his 5th most popular role. And then He-Man is 7th.
I don't want costumes. How do I...
Arthur is 9th.
Who's
no, actually
Arthur?
tied for 8th. You know,
Harold.
Justice reigns!
Oh, Harold.
Yeah.
That guy, whatever.
He looks like a herald to me.
I'm not gonna talk about that again. Just
Freaking the first male Corrin sound change that I see on this website. Cooler sounding Corrin, Yuri Lowenthal.
Ew.
Yuri Lowenthal.
Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal is one of the voice choices for Corrin in Fates.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
I actually forgot about that, but I don't like them.
It's just
I don't
using
think he
his
sounds
different-
good.
It's just using his different things.
I listen to it because they have the sound clips for him on Behind the Voice Actors. I don't like it. I just don't. I'm probably being biased, honestly, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, we all know how biased you are. about everything.
I'll admit, I probably am being biased in this situation, but I just don't like
Voices, there we go.
So yeah. That's my opinion on Corrin there.
How do we get on this topic again?
I don't know.
Because we were talking about Dragon Ball Super or something.
Oh.
I don't freaking know, were we?
Yeah, we were talking about Super and getting a dub, and then somehow...
Jake Long for Corrin.
Who?
Like American Dragon Jake Long? Oh, so Dante Basco.
Modding people are weird. Okay.
What was your first clue? Out of my sight.
Out of my sight. You cannot defeat me.
Okay, that's really loud. Stop.
You cannot defeat me? When does he say that?
Oh my god.
I wish I could get this to work, but I can't.
When does he say that?
Kratos quotes over Kratos' voice over Corrin, and I think that voice suits Corrin better because I played Fates with a deep-voiced Corrin.
Well, you played it in Japanese, so I mean, surprise.
But I played with a deep-voiced Corrin.
I think my Corrin was probably... No, actually, I picked young Corrin. I didn't pick the older Corrin. Voiced by Cam Clark also. Yeah, there's 2 Cam Clark voices and one that's Yuri Lowenthal, so... Yeah!
That's an interesting choice.
You cannot... What the heck did he say again? I already forgot what he said.
You cannot defeat me.
Yeah, when does he say that? That bothers me now.
Maybe he says it in Zestiria or something. Or Vesperia.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
No, that sounds like a Symphonia tone, though.
Sonic Bond!
His Vesperia tone is a little bit different from his Symphonia tone. Like, it's still the same voice, but the tone is different. And he doesn't say that many things in Vesperia anyway, so yeah.
I will admit, he does make Shining Bind sound epic in Vesperia.
I don't know why they had to make it sound so stupid in Symphonia. It honestly doesn't sound good at all.
Okay, moving on.
It makes me sad.
Yeah. So, moving right along. Video game censorship in the year of 2016.
Don't care.
Let it die. Localization is a disease that needs to be expunged from the earth.
People extremely overblow it like Garcon does. That's about all I have to say.
Localization needs to die.
Overblown.
So you're saying it's
topic.
okay. You're saying it's okay for them to replace all sword attacks with sticks in Dragon Ball Fusions.
I don't know. Well, okay. You know, case by case here, man. That's stupid.
No, there's no case by case.
Yes, there is a case by case. What you just said right there, that is a stupid change. The Fates censorship is overblown.
No, it's really not.
Yeah, it is.
And it's not just the censorship. The localization of Fates is awful.
Whatever you say, man. Whatever you say. I disagree. Next topic.
Is that all there's going to be on that?
What do you think?
I don't want to talk about it because, I don't really care about 95% of it, and he cares about 100% of it. So it's like a complete opposite sides of the spectrum here, you know. We're both immovable objects. It's not gonna work. And then we're gonna go on a tangent again. So it's like, might as well just change the topic right now.
Really though?
I don't know.
What do you? I keep asking what
I have nothing to add to it. So
I'm not talking to you.
I wasn't responding to you.
Shut up! No one's talking to you. I want to know what Mega thinks. That's why I asked him 4 times.
Mega, what do you think?
Okay,
Mega,
so
what do you think?
All right, so my opinion on the thing is, I understand why they did it back in the days, if you will, but in this day and age, especially considering that, version differences are so readily searchable, it doesn't really make very much sense to me. Because,
localization teams and video game developers need to understand that a majority of their audience is not children anymore.
Yeah.
the age of the average gamer has to be like at least 16 plus at this point.
I think it was like, wasn't it 30? I thought it was like 30 actually.
I don't know, but like like gamers aren't just kids anymore.
That is 16 plus, by the way.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway,
gamers aren't children. No matter what you think, no matter how, like, okay, I get it. You want to make it accessible to basically anybody, but that does not excuse idiotic changes and changing serious moments to be funny just because. That is not okay.
Right, like, it's silly at this point. I mean, at least we're not as bad as Australia, but...
oh my god.
Crikey!
I've heard horror stories about censorship and localization changes in Australia.
Yeah, they get really screwed over all the time.
And they also don't get as many games as they should, as we get.
And the funny thing is, they have an 18 plus rating.
Yeah, it was designed specifically because of this, and they just refuse to rate things all the time.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand them trying to, like, I'll just get my 2 cents in, it'll be really quick. I do understand why they would censor some things to at least keep a T rating. I mean, I wouldn't, like,
such
any
as,
further than that's probably overdoing it, but...
Such as, give me example.
Like, freaking removing, like... I don't freaking know. I can't think of an example off the top of my head. I'm freaking tired, dude. I'm sure there's been situations that would have had like an M rating if they didn't censor something, and then it made it a T rating.
But Dragon Ball Fusions is rated T, and it's still censored.
What? But no, I mean, maybe what? No, okay, no. I said that's a bad one. I agree with you. That's a bad one. That falls in the 5% of things that I am not in agreement with.
I don't understand it.
I'm just saying, like, in games like Fates and Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that was another notable one. Gotta
get rid of those vagina bones. Can't let anybody know vagina bones exist.
Maybe if they would have had, like, an M rating if they didn't censor those things.
It was supposed to have an M rating! It started off under the assumption it was gonna have an M rating!
What, Fates and Tokyo Mirage Sessions were both supposed to be M rated?
Sessions.
Well, I didn't know that, but regardless, though, it has a T rating.
I don't care nearly as much about, like, removing a few scantily, like, skimpy frickin' swimsuits in Fates. Yeah. I don't care nearly as much about that as I do about the dialogue changes in Fates. That I cannot excuse.
I still don't really know what they changed, so, I mean, it still seems like a good game to me based off the story I've seen, so...
I can't stand it whenever people, like, try so hard to be funny whenever they're writing localization dialogue.
I haven't really seen anything that would be considered funny. It seems pretty serious in tone to me.
It's not.
I've seen some of the changes. Like, they took some, like, really serious things and changed them quite a bit.
Like, there's a conversation between Suzukaze and Saizo. I can't remember their freaking names. And, like, in the Japanese version, they have a serious conversation. Oh.
Okay.
Go away.
What was that?
It's a phone. You should probably cut that because that was a Skillet song.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut it, yeah.
But, there was a serious conversation between Suzukaze and Saizo where they were like, it starts off with saying, "How many people have you killed?" And it's like he laughs about it, saying, like, I'm the best at my craft, and he's making a joke about it. And the other one says, "No, seriously, how many people have you killed?" And then they have a very serious back and forth conversation about it. In the English version, the dialogue starts off with ... Yeah, that's funny. And then, like, he says, "You can't ignore me," and then they start having, like, a goofball conversation. What? Oh, that pisses me off so much.
Yeah, I don't get that change.
I hate that. I dislike that way more than censorship. And I hate censorship.
Yeah. Kind of cheating people out on the experience, I would say.
It lessens the impact and cheapens them as characters. And Fire Emblem characters already don't have much character to begin with.
I think they have a good character.
It's because they're all expendable. They can all die well, most of them can die at any point in the series.
Yeah. For the most part. So
they can't have characters. So they're all basically one-note characters that have, like, one thing, and that's their thing. Like, there's one girl who falls into holes. That's her thing. So every single one of her support conversations is her falling into a hole, because, ha-ha, fall in hole.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Well, anyway,
that was interesting.
What was your guys' least favorite game of the year?
Pokemon.
Oh no, I've hardly played that many games this year.
Let's see.
I'll say it's not a bad game. I just don't like it.
I see. Yeah, I get you.
I mean, what games came out this year? I mean, I don't feel like I've played that many of them.
VA11, holy, everyone's watching.
No, still not the name.
No. No. Maybe. Honestly, I don't know. I don't think I've gotten that many games this year, oddly enough. Maybe, like, freaking Metroid Prime Federation Force would be my least favorite, just because it's, like...
pretty mediocre. It's not bad, it's just mediocre.
Not like... I haven't finished it, though. I mean, well, I was playing with Garcon, so we haven't finished it yet, so... But it's not... didn't really overwhelm me the time I have played it.
Spirit of Justice came out this year, too.
Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. There's that.
Spirit of Justice wasn't bad. It just wasn't. I don't think it possibly could live up to the other one.
Apollo Justice.
Dual Destinies.
Dual Destinies.
Apollo Justice.
Apollo Justice is my second least favorite.
It's still my favorite.
What's your least favorite then?
I guess it would be my least favorite. Like I don't know.
I wasn't really a big fan of Apollo Justice. Like, I think every Ace Attorney fan should play it at least once.
Yeah,
but
most definitely.
Apollo Justice is my favorite. Dual Destinies is second.
I haven't played Spirit of Justice, so I have no opinion.
I forgot that Dragon Quest VII came out. That's probably my most disappointing game of the year.
Dragon Quest VII?
Yeah. It's like, I don't understand why it was so highly regarded.
Nostalgia?
Maybe.
I don't know. 7 and 8 are the big ones.
I guess I can't really say Color Splash because I knew that was going to be bad.
Still counts. Especially if you played it, too.
I didn't play it that much. I didn't get that far.
We didn't play that much of Metroid Prime Federation Force either, but we're still counting that.
Well, I guess if we're counting it, if we've played it for any amount of time, then yeah, Color Splash.
Yeah, I can't say that because I haven't played it for even a minute. I don't even own the game. First Paper Mario,
I haven't really played very many new games, so...
Final Fantasy... Mario Party Star Rush...
Oh yeah, that was a thing. That was a thing.
I'm not going to get it. There's no point in me getting it because there's no online. And I have no one around me that has a 3DS.
That is stupid. They should put something like it in there.
Apollo Justice Ace Attorney came out on iOS December 1st.
Yeah, that's right. That did happen.
Alright, that's... No, I'm just kidding. I was going to say that's my favorite game of the year. It's not.
Mario Maker for 3DS.
Fire Emblem Fates is my favorite game of the year.
Did that come out this year?
Didn't it come out in 2015 in Japan?
What?
Let me see.
What?
Fire Emblem If.
It's called Fates. Thank you very much.
Came out June 25th, 2015.
Mm-hmm. And then it was released in North America on February 19th, 2016.
Stupid kids were just knocking over some garbage cans in this neighborhood.
I guess that's why I didn't recognize it as coming out this year, because it was so early in the year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it came out in February.
We just established that.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I changed my mind. My least favorite game of this year is Super Mario Run.
Really? Have you played it?
Yeah, I played the first 3-level demo.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Oh, it doesn't count if you play a demo. Come on.
It's completely shallow. I don't understand the people praising this game. It's
gotten like 40 million downloads already.
Yeah, and about at least 30 million of them played the 3 levels and then deleted it.
Mm-hmm. I haven't played it because it didn't really seem that interesting to me.
It's just a one-button game. You tap the screen to jump. You don't even have to jump over enemies. He does that himself. He vaults over them if you get near him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you do is tap the button to jump. So the only thing that can really kill you is pits. And even then, you have 4 lives per stage.
Huh. That's stupid sounding.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how anyone can defend this game.
It just seems so... I'm just not really... And it really... I find it so surprising because in East Asia, mobile games are becoming really big. It's not that they're becoming, they are really big. That's the main way that many people play games, and I just don't get it because I don't know. There's just too many shallow experiences like this Super Mario Run bullcrap.
I like the brass balls on Nintendo to sell the thing for $10. Yeah,
it's $10. It's $10. I was very
they made
surprised
$400 million off of it apparently. So
dude. I told you, 40 million downloads doesn't necessarily mean 40 million sales.
How do you know?
Because
it has a 2.5...
download. It's free to play unless you want to play anything after level 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everything after level 3 is behind a $10 paywall.
Oh, I'm looking at it now on the iOS store. It has an overall 2.5 star rating.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people gave it 1 star.
And that's because
the second
they don't understand the reasoning for selling it for $10.
Yeah, I did not get that.
I mean,
I was very surprised.
The funny thing is, the people defending it are saying, really, you don't have $10 to spend on it? I don't want to spend $10 on a goddamn runner!
Yeah, seriously.
That's the insulting thing! I can play that Sonic Dash game for free, and it's 10 times as fun!
Mm-hmm.
That does sound kind of silly.
It is silly. There's no reason you should charge that much for a freaking runner game. It makes no sense.
And Sonic Dash actually has more, interactivity.
Mm-hmm.
Because literally all you do is tap the screen to jump. That's the whole game!
Tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen.
I just don't get it. I don't understand Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
I know. You associate with me and you don't understand me, so there you go.
It's did Nintendo raise you, better than your parent? I get Nintendo probably spent more time with you than your family when you were young, but that doesn't mean you have to lick the freaking dirt from their feet. That was a bit harsh.
But the dirt on their feet tastes so good.
Okay, Kratos, you can stop.
Now we know what kind of thing Kratos is into.
Haven't you tasted it before? It's so
stop.
I've never had such good dirt in my life.
Alright, Kratos is into fetish porn.
No.
Oh, yeah. He's into that dirt stuff.
Oh, the dirt, man.
Oh, no.
Anyway.
I'm going to dig up a lot of dirt on you.
Anyway.
Stop. Moving on. I guess we can lump this into one. The best game that you played this year and the best game of this year.
Fates.
Best game I played this year is probably, well, I guess the game I put the most time into was Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I platinumed that game. I put, like, 50 hours into it.
Mm-hmm.
Best game that came out this year. Gotta bring that list back up again. What? When did I open this?
When did you open what?
Some Half-Life 2 mod thing.
Half-Life 2 mods, man.
But this only goes back to August?
Get him while he lasts.
You go, Mega.
Okay, well, for me, the best game of this year and the best game I played this year, if you watch my series, you should know.
VA11 Hallway.
VA11 Hallway Cyberpunk Bartender Action.
Valhalla.
Valhalla,
game is
yo.
Not a game. It sucks.
Whatever.
Just a
anyway,
giant middle finger.
I really, really, really enjoyed that game so much because I just like games with good stories.
It's Ace Attorney without any interactivity to it, really.
But anyway, you
just described literally every point-and-click adventure game.
It's a visual novel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just it's a visual. It's a visual novel.
Visual novels have interactivity.
In this case, it's you make. In this case, it's you making drinks. But I mean, Ace Attorney, like, it's more. There's more to Ace Attorney than just figuring things out, though.
All right, good talk.
No, but like, I think what I like about it because it reminds me of Ace Attorney so much, in a lot of ways. The way that the story, it's like a very mature Ace Attorney, except for without presenting things, and that's what makes it great. I love it. It's amazing.
So basically, the most satisfying part is removed, so that's what makes you love it.
That makes no sense.
No. Okay. Perhaps I should.
So how come your favorite game of the year isn't Dual Destiny, since you're playing that this year?
Because I like VA11 better.
Because he enjoyed that game more.
Yeah.
What kind of stupid question is that?
But it's like it's the same game, but it's better though.
He just said that he likes it more.
But he didn't.
I mean,
opinions are a funny thing.
Presenting things and finding stuff out, sure, that's a core mechanic of Ace Attorney, and that's obviously a fun part about it, but that's not the best part of Ace Attorney to me.
I don't get
Silence!
Yeah.
Silence!
Okay.
Silence!
Objection!
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
There are a couple times in my Dual Destinies playthrough, because of you, Garcon, I kept saying hold it, and like...
Hold it!
Hold it!
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I've noticed.
What's the matter, right?
I haven't really
got your tongue.
What's the matter, right?
Yeah, but that was my favorite for the year. One of you two.
I already said mine's
crab.
Face.
Turn into Krabby for a second.
What?
I mean, I didn't really play that many games that came out this year.
Yeah, your choices are pretty limited.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I'd say that Dual Destinies was probably my second favorite game that I played this year, though.
I'd say my second favorite's Apollo Justice.
You played Apollo Justice this year?
Yeah, in
did.
March.
My second favorite game that I've played this year is probably Bayonetta 2.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I thought you liked the first one more.
No. The first one was more challenging, but I liked the second one's weapons more.
Okay, I get you.
Oh, I like the story better, but alright.
I'm talking about strictly in a gameplay sense.
Oh, I don't really rank gameplay.
The stories of Bayonetta and Bayonetta 2 were both pretty weak.
Sucks there was no Tales games released this year.
I mean, well, there was, just not in the US.
Dude, stop.
There was.
Just
Berseria
stop.
came on.
Just stop. Just stop. No, don't do it. You know it's wrong.
How's it wrong?
It's just wrong. It's not wrong. It's not wrong. It's just wrong. Like, you shouldn't do it.
I do think that in this day and age, having like such gaps in between releases is kind of...
The PS4 version of Tales of Zestiria didn't come out in Japan until July of 2016?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because it came out on PS3 first. The PS4 version wasn't announced until the North American release.
But it came out in North America in October of 2015.
Yeah, didn't it come out in January in Japan? We didn't hear about the PS4 version until like July or something like that. Actually, no, I know exactly when it was announced. Let's see, it was announced in June of 2015.
Okay, this is what
I was playing Legend of Legaia when it got announced.
This is what I don't understand. The original game came out, like, the PS3 version came out in Japan January 22nd, 2015.
Mm-hmm.
The PS3 and PS4 versions came out in America October 20th, 2015, but the PS4 version didn't come out in Japan until July 7th, 2016.
Well, yeah, because they decided to re-release it, like, let's take advantage of the PS4 version now.
Translate it? Why did it take so long?
Yeah, they would localize a PS4 version of freaking Zestiria for Japan, but they won't localize a PS3 version of Berseria for us.
I don't understand why it would take that long, though. That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
Because they had to have the files.
Because Namco's freaking stupid.
That's bizarre to me.
A lot of things they do are bizarre to me, like no PS3 Collector's Edition of Zestiria.
Well, I mean, they did the same thing with Persona. Atlas did the same thing with Persona 5. Get over it.
Well, it doesn't matter to you because you're not going to get the collector's edition anyway.
Probably would if I had the choice.
Still.
I love Persona. I love Persona more than you love Tales.
I doubt that.
I'm not sure. I'm willing to give Garcon the benefit of the doubt here, probably.
I mean, I don't like making references, but I still talk about Persona about as much as you talk about Tales.
Like you should have seen like a month ago when I asked Garcon, like, oh, what should we talk about for this MegaCast? He was like, Persona.
Oh, and Persona.
Yeah, and Persona.
Well, I just don't want to, like, I don't know. I'm not good at coming up with topics.
What does that have to
That's
do
why
with
we don't ask you.
Yeah, that's why you weren't involved in the pre-show.
If we can even call that a pre-show.
Hey, it's a pre-show. What's up, man?
I don't know. I guess my favorite game of the year would have to be frickin' Ace Attorney.
Spirit of Justice?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I haven't played that many new games this year.
Yeah, I haven't either, so...
And I can't think of anything that came out before August.
Fates.
I'm really excited to play Shantae Half Genie Hero.
Yeah,
I've
seen a lot of good reviews about that.
Yeah, because Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, that was a pretty fun series. I really liked that game. So, yeah. Half Genie Hero, I'm really excited for that. Whenever I get to that on the channel.
Yeah. Seen a lot of people having like Overwatch as their favorite game. Like, get over it.
Overall, I just could never get into those types of games.
I'll just play Team Fortress 2, thank you very much.
What? Really?
What?
I could have sworn that was 2015.
What?
So did I.
Stardew Valley.
Sure enough.
Oh, I don't freaking know.
Was it like January 2016?
February 26th.
Really?
February 26th, 2016.
I'm not going to act surprised because I wasn't paying attention to when that game was relevant at all.
Huh.
You weren't paying attention to anything, that's alright.
I knew it was a thing, I just didn't know when it was relevant.
Yeah, I'd put Stardew Valley up above... well, no, I guess I didn't finish it, so I don't know.
Mm-mm.
No, I don't want to talk about events. Okay. Let's get a good look at this list. Oh, Pony Island, absolutely.
The game of the year 2017.
Pony Island is insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's a Steam game.
Mm-hmm. Are you being serious?
Yes, it is. It's like, I think it's about like the devil trying to come through an arcade machine.
Yeah, that game.
It's really insane.
And you can actually save 67% of when you buy it, if you were to buy it now.
Oh, dude, FNAF World.
Oh yeah, FNAF 100. Was that really this year?
Yeah, it looks like it. January of
Holy
this year.
Crap. Like, there's so many things have happened this year that my sense of time has just been warped.
Yeah, same. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam, Final Fantasy Explorers, Dragon Quest Builders.
Huh.
Dragon Quest Builders was pretty fun, but it got really old really quickly. It's Dragon Quest Minecraft.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of it.
Tales of Symphonia HD.
No, there was no way. Oh yeah, that was
PC version.
Yeah, the PC.
I thought that came out
PC version February.
The PC version. The PS3 version came out last year, I think, or like the
2014.
Year before that.
Yeah, that was 2014.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, Great Detective Pikachu.
That was 2016.
Yeah. I have heard of that. I've never played it or seen it played.
Detective Pikachu.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. I never played that. I have it, but I never played it. Project Cross Zone 2. Rocket League.
I could have sworn that came out in 2015 though, because I talked about that in my Resonance of Fate series.
I am set.
Maybe it's only 2016 in the US.
Maybe.
Nah.
What?
Yeah. I don't know what you were saying. I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe what, Mega?
What? Project Cross Zone 2.
No, I don't know.
What about it?
Yeah, because I talked about that in
it came out
Resonance
in February.
of Fate. Yeah, so it came out in February in the US.
Disgaea PC.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Really should get that, but I heard that the port is terrible.
Really?
Yep. Twilight Princess HD, Mind Zero came out for the PC. I should play Mind Zero.
Oh yeah, Danganronpa V3 came out this year, right?
I thought it was still coming out.
I always get like the thing because like I pay attention to both like
Pokken. Yeah, who would have Pokken on their top games of the year?
Not me. Not even close.
Keep talking and nobody explodes.
Yeah, that was
well, we already exploded at this point.
No, it hasn't even came out in Japan yet. It comes out in January in Japan.
Yeah, like I said.
I thought it came out already.
Nope.
Oh, then the third Zero Escape game came out this year.
Yeah, but I didn't play it. I have it, but I haven't played it. I should, I want to finish Virtue's Last Reward. I got pretty close to the end and then quit playing it for 4 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I do want to do Virtue's Last Reward on the channel at some point.
I would say I'd be up for doing that with you, but I know how flaky you are.
Yeah. Yeah, especially, yeah.
Oh, Bravely Second came out this year. I forgot about that.
Oh, that was this year. Yeah.
I'd say that wasn't as good as Bravely Default, but it did do some things better.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't know, didn't play either of them.
Like, the final boss was an absolute BS.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, that did not sound like fun.
Oh, dude, everyone's favorite game, Star Fox Zero.
I still haven't played it. I need to play it. I have the game, but I haven't played it.
Don't recommend playing it.
Didn't Mario Tennis come out for the Wii U this year?
It was either this year or last year, but that Mario Tennis game just isn't worth playing. It doesn't even have friend lobbies, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like that one very much.
It's because the 3DS game had more content.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
Lost Reavers.
Like
dude, my favorite game of this year is Lost Reavers.
Lost Reavers.
I wanted to join you on that stream one time, but it was like, no.
It was my birthday. You couldn't even join me for my birthday?
It wasn't your birthday?
It
was, I thought it was his birthday.
The stream was on my birthday.
His birthday's the day before mine.
The heck?
Uh...
That is so weird.
But, are there any games that you're particularly looking forward to besides Persona 5 or Berseria?
Zelda.
Zelda?
Mighty number 9.
Oh yeah, that game. That game came out this year. I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think it was
Nobody
bad.
thought it was, like, god-awful. Everyone just thought it was mediocre for how much money it raised and how long it took to develop.
Yeah, that's...
Pretty much.
That's my opinion on it. I was really hyped for the, the Kickstarter campaign.
I mean, I was never huge into Mega Man, but that just looks like really, it does not look like a fun game.
I mean, it does have its fun moments. It's just, yeah, it just
the fact
like
that
if
they
you
put
played
so much, the fact that they put so much focus onto the dash mechanic makes me not want to play it.
Actually, that was one of the things that I really liked about it. The dash mechanic actually kind of sped things up a bit.
The dash mechanic doesn't work anything like Mega Man X.
Yeah, it's not like Mega Man X. It's a little bit different. But
in order to kill,
to
kill an enemy, you have to dash into it after you daze it with your shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sounds pretty meh.
It was an alright game. I don't think it was bad, but if you played Mega Man, there are better Mega Man games out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm sure.
And Kratos, you said Breath of the Wild was your most looked forward. I don't know what my most hyped game is, because I don't really get like super hyped for games anymore.
I mean, obviously, mine would be Dragon Quest VIII.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hyped for anything except for Berseria, really. Zelda, I'm just like not. I'm sure it's gonna be good, but I'm just waiting and seeing.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am for like everything. The video game industry has made me very cynical.
Yeah,
so
especially lately.
Yeah, so like, and if I get very cynical, then there's something wrong. Because I like to think that I'm a bit more of an optimist.
Yeah, I'm definitely not optimistic whenever it comes to stuff like that.
Well, I'm pretty optimistic about things.
Ish.
What are you talking about?
Kratos' amazing powers of positive thinking.
Oh, jeez. Positive thinking.
But yeah,
use that picture there.
What picture? Oh,
picture
okay.
From, Death Road to Canada.
Yeah, that one. Okay, yeah. I should. I will. That's what I will do.
Or will you?
Every time you say that, it makes me want to put an iron rod through your face.
Or would you? I don't freaking know. Why would you?
What else? Like, what else is coming out soon?
There's Resi 7.
Yeah,
but,
nobody's excited about
There is
that.
nothing else coming out.
I mean, there's Breath of the Wild, Persona, Berseria, Dragon Quest VIII, Kingdom Hearts.
Fine. Yeah. When is that coming out?
I don't know. I know
if it's not going on PC, that'd be great.
2.8 is definitely coming out this year, but I don't know about 3.
Why in the world are they not releasing it on PC?
I'm amazed they're releasing it on Xbox.
Yeah, I was very surprised
That's
about
why they should be releasing on PC. They're not releasing any of the spin-off games on not the spin. You know what I mean? The other games. They're not releasing any of the other games on Xbox. So they're still going to be missing out.
They probably just decided to do it because they did it with the mainstream Final Fantasy games after 13.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll see a PC port of most of those games within the next couple years.
That's possible.
Because a lot of the Japanese companies, I talked about this, I think in Transistor earlier this year, a lot of Japanese companies have been really pushing these
PC PC
like
ports.
Steam releases of games.
I wish they would release more Tales games on freaking Steam.
Namco really started that whole trend.
Mm-hmm. And then soon after, you got the Danganronpa games.
Wait, Namco started the trend with what?
With the Tales games.
But that was just last year. They didn't. They've been. There's been a lot. I thought Square started that trend by releasing Final Fantasy games.
You just said that it was 2014.
2015 is when they released their first PC game, October 20th for Zestiria.
I mean, with Final Fantasy 13, that's it, and nobody liked that game, so...
But you did.
Yeah, it's my second favorite main series Final Fantasy game. But regardless, nobody else liked it.
True.
I wouldn't know. I've never played a main numbered Final Fantasy game.
Well, that one doesn't really play like any of the main numbered Final Fantasy games.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Final Fantasy 15 came out this year.
Yeah, but none of us have played it.
Yeah, that's true.
I probably won't play it for a long time, if ever.
Honestly, the combat doesn't look that fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, I've been getting, like, mixed signals with it. Like, I've heard, like, it wasn't that good, but then, like, I talked to people who have played it, and they said it was really good. I don't know.
And apparently, like, there's giant AoE magic attacks, but they have friendly fire for some reason.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Logic.
And from what I hear, the game tries to tell you to give those AoE magic attacks to your freaking NPC allies.
Yeah, no. That is not a smart idea.
Here, kill me with this.
Sounds great.
I mean, I don't know. If I had a PS4, I'd probably borrow it from my brother. I don't know if I'd buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the Final Fantasy?
Yeah. What about the what do you think of the Final Fantasy VII remake?
I don't really know. Like, yeah, I don't really have a strong opinion on it.
I mean, it looks like Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, it does.
So that means it might be fun. I might finally actually play through Final Fantasy VII, because the main reason I didn't want to play through the PS1 game is because I don't like that combat. I don't like the ATB system.
Mm-hmm. I doubt I'm going to get a PlayStation console in the near future, but
I mean, I've sent
one of these.
I've sent you like a deal for a PS4 for $100, and you didn't take it.
There was a deal for a PS4 for $100?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, there was.
Why I never heard about that?
I've sent Mega like 15 different deals for consoles.
I'm saving up for. Well, actually, I have more than enough to buy a Switch at this point, but still, I don't know.
Like, I sent you a 3DS that was under $100.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there's
a 3DS XL, not like a 2DS or anything like that.
Yeah, he sent me all sorts of deals.
Dills? I sent you pickles?
I knew you were going to say it. I knew you were going to go there.
Oh,
you have a weird accent.
Do I now?
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Does anybody get it, though? That's the real question.
Nope.
2 hours and 11 minutes, huh?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap up, actually, because we've...
Was that everything?
Yeah, let me go to sleep.
Yeah, it was everything, pretty much. I mean, there was a thing on, like, Smash 4 Switch predictions, but I don't feel like talking about that.
Because that'll take, like, 5 seconds.
Alright, what do you want to say?
I mean, it's basically, like, all but been confirmed that there's going to be a little bit of extra content, and I honestly think that if they're going to do something like that, they should also add it as DLC for the Wii U version, at least. But they're probably not going to give incentive to get the Switch version.
Probably.
The rumor
Nintendo is done with the Wii U.
The rumored leak is that there's going to be like at least 1 to 4 characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like between 1 and 4.
Do you have like any particular people that you want to see?
Still Lloyd. Like that's what I
that'd
voted
be a pretty
in.
cool one.
Yeah, exactly.
I voted. Yeah, I remember. I think I voted for Yuri Lowell. Actually,
that was a wasted vote right there.
He's the most popular Tails character.
Such a wasted vote.
Isn't he the most popular Tails character in Japan?
Yes.
I don't know.
This was
he is.
This was taking him from everywhere, not just Japan. That's why, freaking, it was such a big deal that Bayonetta was #1 in Europe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was surprising to me.
And then Bayonetta became the most toxic character in Smash Bros. History.
Love Bayonetta. I was so happy when they revealed her.
Yeah, and then you still never got the game.
It doesn't matter. I was still like, yes!
I mean, I would have liked a character I wanted to play as, but that's still pretty cool, I guess.
I get hyped. I have, like, secondhand hype.
I mean,
I get that sometimes.
It still baffles me to this day that we have a game that has Cloud Strife, Sonic the Hedgehog, Mario, Ryu, freaking Bayonetta, all in the same fighting game. Like, legitimate fighting game, not like Mugen or anything like that.
Yeah.
Ah, Mugen.
Insane.
Yeah. It is weird, but, like, I don't know. I don't really know who, like... I like a Tails character, obviously, but aside from that, I don't really know. Maybe a JoJo character, but
no anime. No anime. Like, if they're gonna do an anime character, it's gonna be Goku.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to play as Goku in the Smash game,
if they're gonna do an anime character, it's gonna be Goku.
Probably.
But, honestly, is Golden Sun still first party?
Let me see.
So, yeah.
If we're talking first-party characters, a Golden Sun character like Isaac would probably be... Because Isaac has been pretty well-wanted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And obviously, if they're Switch exclusive, they're probably going to add the Ice Climbers or Wolf.
I'm still surprised they don't have Ice Climbers.
I mean, they wanted to keep them... They wanted to keep the rosters the same, and the Ice Climbers didn't work on the 3DS.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot.
They had them working on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Seems weird.
I'm curious as to what their moveset and what their new jank tactic was. Because, I mean, in Melee it was wobbling, in Smash, in Brawl it was a ridiculous chain grab. What would it be in this one? Because they're going to have some kind of jank.
I don't know. I don't know. Ice Climbers are probably like the characters I know the least about from Smash in terms of technical stuff.
Yeah.
I hope they add some more music to stages that are severely lacking music, like Midgar and Suzaku Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it boggles the mind that they wouldn't put Guile's theme on Suzaku Castle.
Yeah,
that was a missed opportunity.
It's just, that's astonishing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'm tapped out.
Yeah, I've been tapped out for a little while, actually.
From the very beginning.
Yeah. But
well, we're not going to break the record with this one.
Now, how long was the other one?
I think it was 2.5 hours.
I'm going to check right now. We have to know before we end this. How long was the... I have a playlist. It won't take too long. Just
take long enough to break the record.
I think it's funny that I've put more hours into Persona 4 Dancing All Night than a lot of people put into Persona 4. Because I've put about 50 hours into it.
I'm really surprised that you really got into that.
I mean, I've always liked the Hatsune Miku games, and this is made by the Hatsune Miku team, and it's Persona music.
I see.
So it's not really surprising.
Well, I have some news. This is actually the record breaker. The previous... No, it's 2 hours, 3 minutes, 57 seconds.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to cut out, 5 or so minutes from the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
And then put
it
at the end because it was a failed intro.
Yeah.
So, since we're at the end, now let's lead into that failed intro.
Ho ho ho! Mega
Come on,
Christmas.
you're gonna use the same intro as last time?
Yes, I'm going to use the same exact interest.
Shut
ho,
up,
ho
Kratos.
Ho! Mega Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
I hate you.
You guys, I don't know.
Objection!
How I was gonna start this. Oh boy, this is going to be.
So,
I've got nothing to say about that.
Yeah, we've completely lost the ability to do an intro.
Mm-hmm. Let's try that again. Let's try that again.
I'm not surprised I've lost the ability to do an outro. I might as well lose the ability to do an intro too, you know?
Nobody said outro, we said intro.
No, I know, did you not just hear what I just said? I said I've already lost the ability to do an outro. I might as well lose the ability to do an intro too.
You didn't say already.
Pay attention!
You said I'm not surprised I've lost the ability to do an outro.
Gosh, it's not even close to what I said.
Whatever.
Let's try that again.
Listen to it.
Shut up.
Okay.
Let's just start.
I thought we already
3?
started.
Hold on. I said let's try again like 30,000 times.
I don't want to try again. That was gold.
We'll add that as.
Only thing golden about that was the color of piss it was.
I'll add that as like a blooper or something. I don't know. Anyway. 3.
3, you know, the number that starts with S.
I was about to say with a Japanese accent because I do
Son!
that. 3.
Son!
2.
Uno!
1.
Dos!
Yeah, that'll be right about here.
See you next time. Or next year,
All right.
I guess.
Or something.
Yeah, see?
Maybe.
Yeah, next year. Have a Merry Mega Christmas or a Merry Christmas or a whatever holiday you celebrate. It better be Mega Christmas.
Merry Holiday, Miss.
Yeah, Merry Holiday, Miss. And we will all see you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh yeah. 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 Oh yeah.